Hey, this is Phoenix, and back with another installment of the Hawks and Pox playlist series reading order review. Today is House of X, issue 5 of 6. And let's get right into it. Another quickie. Starting off with another quote by Charles Xavier saying, "Do you want to know the real difference between them and us? Until now, we were never given a chance." Pretty, some of them are ominous, some are. And it starts with present day Krakoa, um, where the mutants are being gathered with who is it? Magneto, and I guess his other daughter, Lorna. I'm not sure what the timeline is with the family tree. Is it her, the Maximoffs and all that stuff? So tell me in the comments about that stuff. I don't mind. It's not really spoiling. I just would like to know because I might read those type of stories later on. But I just don't know everybody, so it's a shock to me. I try my best to keep up with a lot of Marvel, but may we proceed. um, and from the Professor X, they portal in these five X Men, or just mutants. Like maybe they're on the X Men, the team itself. Maybe I guess they are because they're wearing the suits. Um, and trying to get to the page where it says their names. Oh my god, where the hell is this page? It's like this page does not exist. But there's five mutants that come together, all with five different, totally different powers. But when united, they were able to create the ability to replicate, clone, you could say, um, a life of a mutant. And then Professor X, you find out Cerebro's true first capability is to extract and replicate and duplicate memories of a mutant, like their who they are, their soul, whatever you want to call it, and whatever, like a backup system memory bank, and put it into that purpose that specific mutant, and that's how we get the five back, who were dead in the previous issue or two. Sadly, because some blew up, they all just died, and I was like, huh. But then again, the mutants are always dying. So at the end of the day, at first I was like, oh, that sort of sucks because because even Charles says like even a part of him knows like even if they come back this way, and it really is them in regards to like me, him putting the memories back into their bodies, um, he still lost them in one way or another, and he's like, please don't do that again to me. He was like the feeling of that loss, and they come back naked as they can be, and Storm greets them to the other mutants on Krakoa, and it's like these are your brothers and sisters, and what are they really? What's their true nature? And they say mutant over and over, and it's pretty cool. And oh, what was the name of the mutant? Penance. That's what it was. Um, Monette, yeah, Saint Croix. Who the one turns like red, like a red demon looking thing, and they're all together. Then they go to a gathering. Oh, before that, the names of those mutants that come together to make the out of these capsules, which you found out in like the one of the first issues, I think. You were like, "What is this all about?" And then you find out. The mutants' names in order: Fabio Medina, who's Gold Balls; Kevin McTaggart, Proteus; Joshua Foley, Elixir; Eva Bell, Tempest; and Hope Summers, Hope. She goes by. And they all together were able to make freaking people out of nothing, which is pretty amazing. And these resurrection protocols and stuff like that. You see Emma Frost and Xavier out with the councils and stuff, just talking, partying at the United Nations, trying to see if their diplomacy gets through. And then you see all the nations that reject what they're trying to get at, which is what was it? All current mutant diplomacy and the future security and sovereignty of Krakoa is dependent on relations with humans, nations centering on their need for mutant pharmaceuticals and the Krakoan ability to meet them. And then all they want is just true peace. That's why the Cone Island's there. And they can live with the humans without trying to die every 2 seconds, except Orcus is still there. They show the map. At the end, this ending is pretty cool. You have Wolverine talking to Chuck, or Professor X. It's like you want them to come here. Like, does everyone deserve a second chance? And then he says the same thing back to Wolverine. He's like, and you see all the villain groups come in because they're all mutants, like Mr. Sinister's and whoever this some others. And they see Apocalypse. Oh, Apocalypse! But in the future they work together. So, and he agrees on the terms of being able to live on Krakoa. All mutants are welcome. That's what the ending is. Um, Welcome home, he says, Charles to Apocalypse. Pretty nice page, and then it ends with Magneto, quote, "If you are us, then be with us. Come home." Overall, I love that issue, and I can't wait for the next one. So I will see you there. Um, Hopefully these reviews are something. I will do an overview. I said I will, of the whole thing. But for now, just like quick reactions because I'm finally like truly loving this part of the series, and hopefully I can read all those X-Men titles, and hopefully I like them too. I'll see you then.